up, y'all? Magic's back. We're here out in Indiana, at Salem, Indiana, at I think it's the Salem Raceway. Yeah, they built the track out here on the end of their drag strip. Riverside Drift 10K Showdown is the name of the event. You know, good amount of drivers out here, 26 to 30 or so, a lot of locals. Dustin Miles came out, Y-Plate. Those are the guys that came, also followed us with clutch kickers. But yeah, out here to do some more battles and go after some more money, have some more fun, and create some more content. So stay tuned, because it's a little wet today, but it's supposed to dry out. I think we're going to do qualifying and comp tomorrow. But today's mostly going to be practice and just shaking things down, getting the car set up. So we will keep you up to date with what we're doing, and yeah, stay tuned for all the fun.
Breeze through the valley of the stars, run like a river through the heart. Walking, I feel it when I fall. Scream just faster, push my body against the wall. Hot like a fever in the fall, bloom like a flower in the spring. Scream just faster, fast to nowhere, nowhere. Clouds pass, days last forever.
Maybe I should look at it. Looks like there's a spot on that golf cart.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Chevy John Brown come for you?
You ain't the only one.
The sun fades, dive into the ocean, right out here, the blue, blue sea. See you ready now. It's running away. I need it, going to get away. Take it off.
Doesn't look like there's gonna be any rain today. All right.
You got that Officer Dan link on down here.
Yeah, yeah.
You can do a little bit, but you can't.
Where did you go? I could have died for you. How could you not know? I was alive with you. Was I never met you? Started to regret you. My heart just dropped. Thinking about you. Just stops. Without you.
This is filler. Gotta drop that duty do. Show him what he duty do.
Next up's gonna be Mike Pollard. That first run is a scrub run due to debris on the track. Across the middle of the track there.
You know what I mean? Can't get my chain out because it's in there. You know what I'm saying? We good? Okay. What's up, y'all? Magic back. We are here at Riverside, Indiana 10K. Raining yesterday, so we got a lot of practice in the rain. Now there's some clouds, but there was no clouds this morning, so we shouldn't have any rain. Jokes on them if it rains because I got my wet setup set. But yeah, qualified in the dry. We got top 32 going on now. We did our bye run. We ended up qualifying the #1 spot with a 90. First lap, I think we went out there and they had left some mud on the track, and I was the first one to go. So we kind of just took it as a wash, but I guess they addressed the track and realized there was mud there, let us do a second run, which, you know, got us that top spot. Super pumped about it, and now we're going into the top 16. Top 32, we did our bye run, so now we're going to the top 16. These Federal Tires are about to catch this grip, and they about to catch these L's.
Ain't got no time for sleep. With so much money on my mind, ain't got no time for me. Shorty call me all the time and says she tired of me. I know that I pop a lot and smoke a lot of weed, and I don't pay her any amount when I be counting rich. So I be stacking Mr. Ben till he 20 feet. A lot of M's in my 23. 45 on my whistle with my pen again. 45 on my whistle, got 23. 45 on my whistle with my Benny G. 45 on my 23. If I put that eye on them, they remember me. If you heard me sliding on them, they remember me. If I put that eye on them, they remember me. If you heard me sliding on them, then they remember me. Chopper, brand new chopper out the 10 box. PJ got it 30 and these things in it. I'm getting rich as rich. I'm just trying to get my man now. Get my bro with up. We been Cody since the sandbox. You say it's love, then why your hands out? You say it's love, then why your hands out? They got their hands out. Yeah, she always got her pants. Then they say I stand out. Then she tell me I'm the man now. Yeah, he always got her pants down. Yeah, they tryna get me for my bands now, for my mans now. Tryna get me for my kids, so for the 10 now. Tryna get me for the lamb now. I got a chopper with a stand now. I put the chopper with a stand now. I ain't playing right. Go ready to lay that. I'ma take that from the fishes to the grandma. I'ma hit him in his yeah. I'm gon' hit him till his text out. Put his fast pot. I'ma hit him in his get. I hit him, now his man's hot. I hit the till the jam hot. I got the chopper with the stand out, but I ain't playing right. Send the money in advance, it sound like a band, yeah. When I'm bustin' on my, when I'm bustin' on my yeah, yeah. When I'm bustin' off the chance, I some of them yams. I done get the 30 in the damn. I still know the band, but you know my I'm from Jam, right? Yeah, that my different Jam, right? Yeah, I got the killers in the man spot, they in the spot hot. Hit the 40, get the block, God, I make you black. So tell these daddies I'm tough shots, I'm big and bad. I'm in the kitchen with these choppers, I'm quick to pop, yeah. But he getting shot up, head top him, and you know my head top matter.
You already know, baby.
Play they getting shot up. I got a chopper in the chopper, you buy it. When we go get your dog, they gon' get your pop, they gon' get your mother and your mama. And I'ma go and get my llama. And we gon' do it on the floor, see what you want, G. And we can do it like some donkeys, right on the concrete. And I can show you I'm a dog, bitch. She only name me cause of flossy. She only name me cause the office and cause the bossy. Yeah, put it with the dogs and you take the flossy. I'm on the jet heaven. I'm on the jet. What you saw, G? I used to pause, G. I put this towards G. Now we have it. Tell them don't record me. Ain't no one is hard to me, no one is dogs. You can't no one charge me, no skin stalks me. You ain't no got no heart like me. I heard these tryna spark the G. Please, have me come up on him parking lot in the park spot. Hit that in the park spot, right in the parking lot. You know, like you talk a lot. Oh, he didn't tell you that he coughed a lot. Oh, they ain't tell you that they coughed a lot. Say, talk a lot. In the dogs, we like the bog lot. Yeah, and this just wrapped up. Yeah, I like my voice cause this just wrapped up. Have on the spaz dog, and if you play it then I start spazzing with this ratchet over me. I will grab it off. I slam it in it, then I slam it off. You see your sides, I watch me slam it off. Then put you back it off. And then I just ratchet off, then I just slam it off. Blah, blah, hit that ratchet off. Watch this big pussy back it off. Now watch this ratchet back to back. Watch my slam it off. Watch me climb it off. First deal, what? First talk, first deal. First talk, first catch a ram from the M's. Play with me, it's going down. Lay him down.
Yeah!
Come on, man. Yeah, I'm glad I made it to that. Oh, yeah. Well, he's the handful. He's only 6 months.
Here, Ben, just roll to the end and we'll just start down there. And there? It's 2010 in the Midwest.
Over 6 foot.
Yeah, they're over 6 foot.
Each of them have some Caucasian in them. Only one side of that.
What else you got similar here? Nothing. Nothing? That it? All right. So $5,000 goes to Mike Pollard.
Woo!
We get money out here. Bring that cash to us, baby.
We need more
than Dream Dog.
You want a bigger show, more discs?
Oh, yeah.
I'll take that.
Oh, this breaks my fucking heart.
You also, I had these custom made. So you get these fancy little sunglasses here, and you also get. You want? I'll let you unbox that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Scrape you off $100 for that.
You got your fancy cherry blossom Riverside Drift custom Grip Royal steering wheel.
Oh, yeah. That's all I wanted. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thanks for coming out.
Hey, had a great time. Hey. Woo! It's minus my burnt hand. Need that for your hand. That truck. You know how much gas that thing takes? All of it. All of it. Dude, good job, man. Guys. Hell yeah.
I'm moving for something, waiting for you. The feeling of falling, crashing.
Gotta get that grip walk. Oh, fuck, it's wet.
Hey, careful, Doc. Careful. Water everywhere.
Little late night fill up for my boy. My man's D Miles borrowed us 5 gallons last round. So we're only doing the right thing. Giving it back. We're paying it back. Oh, it's so big. Not very convenient, Dustin. Maybe I suggest a wing that you can rest your gas can on while it fills your car by itself. But I'll do this work for you. Appreciate you, D Miles. Miles with styles, driving like ain't no shame in his game. We're gonna fuel the fun for Dustin tomorrow. Don't worry, Dustin. This is approved ethanol.
As pure E98 as we can get.
Oh.
Is he full?
Yeah.
Is he full?
Hey, yo, Mike.
Huh?
What you doing?
Oh,
Hey,
man. Oh,
it's top
no,
secret.
it's too late,
Why you out
man.
here? It's top
Oh,
secret.
man. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. So it didn't take the whole 5.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he full.
Uh,
I don't know what he want to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll owe you 2.5.
what is it? No, see, you motherfucker, you up here in the 95 in here is what you're trying to do. Like, oh, yeah, fuck this guy.
No, I would have done that sooner if I was that way. You know what I'm saying? Game's over now.
Game's over now? Oh, shit.
Okay, yeah, tell him I owe him 2.5.
Shh. Motherfucker out here doing things.
Hey, yo, have a good night.
Riverside Drift 10K, everybody. We did it. Number 1, got these glasses. Got another pair of glasses from Grip Royal, and this really dope steering wheel for Riverside Drift 2021. So thank you, Ryan and the team at Riverside, for throwing that event, allowing us to come out and put on a show and have some fun with some fellow drivers. So it was a dope event. Obviously, first day there was a ton of rain. Had a lot of practice in the rain. Track dried out a little, some patchy practice. So it was one of those situations where they were changing the layout and getting things to sit right, and kind of just went with it on the first day, and knew kind of coming into the second day where we'd actually have qualifying in the comp, it could potentially be dry. So we didn't do too much practice in the rain, but we made sure we had a rain set up because it's the Midwest and we all know rain can come in quick. Saturday comes around, great event. We get into the top, qualify first, obviously. We edge out everyone on that. Then we start our battles, and we got, I believe, 2 are local guys. I need to reference their names here, but whoops. But 2 local drivers that were killing it. We edged those guys out, and then we went up against our homeboy D Miles. So we knew, again, that's always a swanger. It's going to be a heavy hitter. Have to be on our game. We made a few mistakes. I made a bobble in my lead. I think he made a tire drop in his chase, so they one more timed us. Actually, coming out of the last corner in my first half of the battle in the chase, shot the serpentine belt. Car overheats. I got to go get the belt back on as they call the one more time. So I go back to the pit. Obviously, the car's steamed out all the water, so I go to basically bleed all the points that the water gets stuck in to make sure that the motor will run in the battle, because if I don't bleed the coolant right, it'll cut out on me, and that could be catastrophic. So in that panic or super rush, I'm kind of the only one that knows where in the order to get those hot spots out, because I've been through this a couple times this year. Managed to get my thumb a nice little bubble on it, and I burned my hand in a few places, and pinky. That's a little gnarly. Yeah, bleeding one of the ports, and
shot some water out on my glove, and I really couldn't get my glove off fast enough, so that instantly burned me out there. We took the gloves off. I wrapped my hand in some gauze just so I could get through these battles, and we went back out. Second half of the battle, again, we go into our lead because we lead first, and as soon as I enter in my lead, I know as soon as I get back on to go on throttle that the power steering belt had, the SERP belt shot itself again. Split second moment, I'm like, okay, here it comes. So we have to wrangle the car through that first run with no power steering. Luckily, I've done it before, so I kind of know you just have to commit to transitioning the weight of the car, and you only get one shot at your transition. You don't get any mid-ground to correct. It's just boom, 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 and it's heavy, especially with the FDF kit and any kind of lock kit. When you have that much more angle, steering just gets insanely heavy. So we managed to wrangle the car through that run clean, mostly clean, and then pulled right off because I knew it happened, and I pulled right to the stop, called my 5 minutes right there on grid, got the belt back on because the temps didn't get too hot this time. I knew it didn't boil the water, so we threw the belt back on, jumped back in for the second half of the battle, and yeah, we just managed to edge him out. I think he, again, maybe had a couple of mistakes, maybe it was a proximity thing, but just edged him out. And obviously with Dustin, it's like, I know I got to drive hard because he's chonging smoke. I'm coming through the smoke, and it's always just a great battle, and I love driving against him, and I love driving with him. So hats off to Dustin again. Very close. And then in the final, we went up against the local guy, which I already know him too because I used to drive in the Midwest a bunch, Mike Fiak. And this one was a little interesting battle because obviously I led first. We went into the run, did our lead lap. I think good lead lap, you know. He ended up, as you can see in the transitions, he was so close, he blew out my rear end, so that thing's had a hard life. But we managed to then, on the second half of the battle, on entry, I made contact with him in the first corner. I kind of bumped his quarter, and it kind of nudged him a little bit. And then at the end of that 5-second period, you know, I'm waiting for him to get back on. He ended up shutting it down, kind of thinking he didn't have anywhere to go. So it was kind of one of those, we come back to the line, the judges ask us to come up and talk to him. So me and Mike are up there, and they're telling us what they think and kind of how they're absorbing it. And, you know, on my side, I feel maybe he could have kept going, and he feels that maybe he didn't have enough room to go off track. And luckily there was some drone footage. So we were actually talking about that for I think maybe 10 minutes. We were conversing, and I got to the point, I've been in this position where there's a hard call to make. It might mean there's not a full battle, so I simply was okay with a one more time situation. If we had to run to one more time the whole battle, or they wanted to just one more time that half of the battle, I was kind of just ready to make it clean, make sure it was just kind of just a straight up, no confusion. I guess when they went back they finally got their drone guy up, and he said, hey, I have drone footage, my drone was above them. The judges decided that they deemed Mike at fault for essentially not getting back on throttle, which is a very, very rare call in drifting. Usually when the chase car makes contact, it's perceived as a chase car's fault, and that's usually how it's absorbed. And I know that, so I was kind of in that limbo mode where it could kind of go both ways. But I think when they watched the footage, you know, when I bumped it jostled my car, and I kind of resettled it, got back on throttle, was left foot braking, waiting for him to get back on it. So I maintained my drift. And yeah, that's just how they called it. They called it as, you know, he just did not proceed with the run, and he had the opportunity to, because it wasn't apparently that hard of a hit. So yeah, I guess that's how the judges saw it, as he had the opportunity to continue, and they just felt that, you know, he shut it down. And I know Mike, he's a straight up driver, and we both wanted to battle it out, and we would have done it all day. So there's no angle on that at all. It's just, you know, in moments things happens in the car, and you react in those moments, and sometimes you react quick enough and sometimes you don't. So it is what it is. Mike's still a great driver. It was a fun battle, and look forward to more of it. But at the end of the day, they called us the winner. We got the fucking steering wheel. We got the W. And we got that 5K, baby. That money, money, money. So definitely a good way to end the season, considering we had a 2-week kind of wrap up extravaganza with Clutch Kickers round 5, straight to Ohio. Hung out with my boy Rick at Danger Zone. Obviously, as you see, we loaded up the street cars, so we had something to take around, get groceries, pick people up from the airport, because some people like Dave had to go home to work. But yeah, now we're just gonna get unloaded, get everything situated, start working on the pro cars, which we'll start seeing a little more, and there's a lot more to come next year in 2022. So let us know where you want to see me. If you got a local event, now you know I like going to the events, the comps. I need something to get back. So if you know anything out there that's paying out, something that I can show out on, holla back, because we're gonna go in heavy next year. And yeah, just looking to hit the road and put on a show for all the people in this country, baby. So stay tuned to all that. Magic out. This sad moment is brought to you by Njuku Racing's own Brandon McDowell, ladies and gentlemen. Transition to action clip. See, and then you can use that.